Hey everybody, it's me, Julz Chan again, and welcome to another installment of Julz Chan's Comic Corner. Today, we'll be looking at Spider-Man 2099 issue number 1. For those of you who are unaware, the 2099 brand was a line from Marvel Comics that introduced reimaginings of Marvel characters set in the future, like Hulk 2099 or X-Men 2099. Spider-Man 2099 was apparently one of the first comics launched from that original line. However, despite the 2099 comics being well received by fans, financially they didn't do so well, so Marvel had to scrap the idea, especially during their bankruptcy. Miguel is a genetics genius who tried to replicate the powers of the present-day Spider-Man and ended up becoming 50% spider, and became the web-slinging wall crawler of the future. Due to a temporal distortion, Miguel went back in time to save the life of his grandfather. However, he gets stranded in 2014. And along the way, he's gonna have to try and find some way of getting back to his own time. Writer Peter David opens up the story with a Terminator-esque sequence with a bounty hunter / law enforcement agent from the future, from the year 2211, who is here to delete various threats to the timeline. While not exactly an original idea, it does introduce one of two antagonists to the series. Along the way, David does try to inject a slice-of-life feel to the story as Miguel adjusts to his new surroundings and gets to know his supporting cast. The story has a good, light-hearted tone while still containing a great deal of well-composed superhero action. Each scene flowed with an even amount of pace and foreshadowed the focus and conflict of the upcoming first storyline. The first issue does a good job of explaining Miguel's backstory. It's a little bit wordy but not overdone. All of this courtesy of Lila. Oh, and speaking of Lila, like any other Spider-Man comic, there is a degree of comedy, and the best parts are between Miguel and his personal holographic assistant, where she tries too hard to be helpful. It is hilarious, second only to how Miguel cleverly defeats the murderous agent. The styles of both artist Will Sliney and colorist Antonio Fabela complement each other very nicely, as Sliney keeps the backgrounds mundane and simple, the character design being the center of attention within each page. This is helped by Fabela's color palette, knowing how to make the colors of the costumes pop and contrast even further from the backgrounds. Sliney resorts to using body movements and gestures to convey Spider-Man's emotions and attitude, as opposed to facial cues, which is impressive given how Miguel is usually wearing sunglasses in this comic or in his mask. Overall, anyone who ever loved the 2099 line, or any new Spider-Man fan who would love to know more about this wall crawler from the future, pick this up. It is totally recommended. Or perhaps search up the original run, which is available via Comixology.com. Final verdict, I give Spider-Man 2099 issue number 1 a 4.5 out of 5. Alright guys, that's all the time I have. Please comment, please subscribe, tell me what you thought of the comic. Let's discuss it, and I will see you later.